hit record. I don't know if you want to have like 2 recording. Building your spouse to emerald. If you need your spouse for a diamond, okay. Wait till you have that other emerald on the other side, or a couple emeralds. And then really making sure your diamond is solid before you start building them to diamond. Because you can still utilize your spouse's account, build their volume while increasing yours on the weak leg also, and if it's on the strong leg, it still works. This is kind of something that I struggled with. What do I do? And the more research I did, this just made so much more sense to me. So let's say my husband has, these are his blue coaches right here. He's an emerald. I made him an emerald. Now, in the meantime, let's say the green are all mine. I can place coaches on his inside, and that helps his weak leg. Okay, and it's still, since everything over here is my weak leg, that helps my weak leg volume. Okay, so you can still, and we can talk about that maybe later, Katie, how you would do that, why would that be effective, but I want you to just think, build the weak leg volume. So, and if you're not sponsoring people as fast, you could think of adding 2 coaches to your organization to 1 coach on his. If you're like in the back of your mind thinking, I really want to start building him, but I can't afford to do it quite yet, or I can't afford all of those coaches, then maybe think about the 2-to-1 ratio. You could start just building your spouse with discount coaches. Increase that volume. And then the biggest thing is to build on their weak leg once they already have a strong leg. And if your weak leg is rocking it, and eventually it will be, it takes some time, but it's like a snowball effect. It's like a tiny little ball, and then it's like, I showed you my volume. There was 260 volume points to 42,000 or 43,000. Okay, so once that weak leg of yours is now stronger, then you can start building their weak leg. Now, school of thought, eventually, when you all hit 2-star diamond, you can duplicate yourself. And this is truly your second business center. And another school of thought, put the second business center on your spouse's weak leg. Now, the reason, I want you to think of this, all of the retail sales would go through right here. And you're going to have to see the big picture. But you're doing the same job in one place. You're adding coaches here versus some over here and some over here. And sometimes you feel like this balancing act. You're like all over the place. But if you are adding all of your new sales, your new coaches, straight onto the second business center, depending on where you're at up here and what your goals are, you will get commission through here, team cycle bonus through your spouse. Now, whether your spouse is maybe one of your diamonds at this point, because you're 2-star, and then you're up here as a 2-star, or even if they're just an emerald, fine. Take a look here. So you have a commission plus 2 different cycle bonuses. So if it's an emerald, you've got $32 plus 14. And then if it's a diamond, or plus your diamond, is 64. So if your spouse is emerald and you are a diamond, you have now, on that 32, you have doubled your income on one sale. So it's important to make sure that you're cycling and you have the volume to cycle, because I'm sorry, I am that excites me. Wow, you do the same thing that you are doing up here, and you're going to get paid double. And if you increase this if your husband's a diamond, then you're making $68 instead of $32. I think that's remarkable. You don't get that opportunity everywhere. And you're just focusing on one place and one main area to grow your volume and your business. So that's it. That's all I've got, folks.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. Meggan, thank you so much for all that amazing information. My goodness. Who has questions for her? There's got to be some. After all that information, there's got to be questions.
Me.
Becky.
I don't understand the carryover volume. I understand how it goes into the carryover column, but where does it go? Does it roll into next week's or next month's?
Yeah, so here, I have to screen share with something for you guys to look at, because otherwise I think it's really hard, if that's okay, Katie. Okay, one second. Okay, so you can see my business center. Slow one. All right, so you go to my business, my volume. Can you see this okay? Mm-hmm. And then my carryover volume. So, yeah. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Okay. Woo! Okay. So you can see. All right. How can I show you this to you very easily? Okay. Let's start here. God, I've got some work to do. So this period volume. This is what's happening during the week. Okay. The total is like the lifetime volume that has not been used. Okay, so think of carryover like, I kind of equate it to like minutes, your rollover minutes. Okay, the ones that you don't use, you get to use next month. So it's kind of the same thing. So, this week ended, and I was left with 43,982, and then I had a total right volume left of 116. Which is pretty sad. But the next week I cycled, let me see, how can I show this? Oh, sorry, hold on. You can see I cycled, they took 100 off of this number, okay? So that's one cycle, and then 200 came off of here. So this leaves me with my remaining minutes, okay? So now I only have 6 volume points on this side. And I have all of this lovely volume staring at me. Okay, so like I said, my business plan right now is to bomb my weekly and get some movement. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I was cycling and I couldn't figure out how, because I'm like, I didn't have the volume, but it must be from carryover.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. Who else has questions? Good question.
I'm struggling on your whole idea. What exactly is a business center? Like when you talk about a second business center, I'm not really sure what that is.
Well, what you have going on, your binary system, right? So you've got your 2 legs. That's your business center. And then, so you have all of the people that are trickling down underneath you, and from above, it's your business. So your left and your right legs are your business centers. And then what's happening underneath there, can either support or break down your structure. Basically, the more you fill in the gaps in that Christmas tree, you have, a solid business. Does that make sense, Christine?
Yeah, but I'm kind of, I mean, I get like a 1, but what's the point of having a second and a third? And I'm hearing stuff like you can open 25 of them, and why don't we just stick with the one tree? What if, I guess that's what I'm trying to wrap my head around. I don't even know what the question is really that I'm trying to ask, but I guess I'm just trying to figure out what is it? Why would you have 5 business centers? Why not just focus on one and make it really big and instead of having 5 all over the map?
Well, I'm sure Katie can answer this, but so that goes to that last slide where you have, you are working in your second business center. You get commission, $32. Let's say it's just a Shakeology order. Then your husband cycles because of that volume. So you're adding on whether it's $14 to $18, and then you get to cycle because that's all your volume. So it's maximizing your income.
I'm gonna jump in too. I mean, the volume explodes, especially if, like, for example, my first business center looked very similar to Meggan's, where when I was just a diamond, when I was at diamond level, because my weak leg was very, very weak and my strong leg was very, very strong. Okay, so once you hit 2-star, you get to open your second business center. You basically sign yourself up again. So I filled out a form, I bought a challenge pack, it waived the $40, and then Katie Auerhahn showed up on my business center, and I got to put myself where I wanted to place myself, and there I am. I'm like a second business center now. I can build that to diamond, and then I'm one of my diamonds. So that's one perk. So like if I'm trying to hit 10-star, I make myself a diamond, and that's my diamond. Now, like what Meggan was saying, I run every single challenge pack through that business center. The success code points roll up to my first. Everything rolls up to my first one, so it's not like I'm trying to hit success code 5 in both business centers. You just hit it in the one. And like she said, the volume, I mean, my volume has exploded. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars just because my weak leg is now, you're getting that 2-to-1 ratio like she showed you, where she's got 42, whatever it was, 1,000 and then 260. I mean, that is hundreds of dollars of team cycle bonus that you can only take advantage of when she catches up that week leg volume. I mean, I'm talking tons of money. So that is, I mean, it's pretty cool. There are some people, funny thing is mostly men, because men don't care about rank and recognition. There are a lot of men in the Beachbody world. One is Jason Diablo or something. You know him? I don't know. And he has some YouTube videos on about it. He gets himself to 2-star, opens another business center, gets that business center to 2-star, opens another business center. And that's another thing that can happen. Once my second business center hits 2-star, I get the bonus again from that second business center, as well as whatever star I'm in my second. So there's like big income potential with the volume that comes from opening a second business center. Hope that helps a little bit, makes more sense.
I'm telling you, I can post a bunch of the YouTube video. I mean, I learn everything off of YouTube, right? Just Google it. And there's so much out there, and because not a lot of the women talk about this. Mm-hmm. All the guys, because they want to make money, Mm-hmm. And it is such strategy, and it's not rocket science. But if you have this knowledge in front of you before you make your decisions, you're going to make the right decisions, and it's going to pay off. And I think, I try to teach my team. Clearly, I need to teach Christine about business centers, but I love them. But there's such potential. It's not just, we grow as people, and but I'm trying to help my family. End of story. Mm-hmm. So it's just having that information out there, and I can post some links. Maybe I'll make a Word document or something and post them if you want to learn more. But there's from the very basic to the most advanced. It's exciting stuff, it's what are you going to do with your business? How are you going to maximize it?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. And once you are a 2-star diamond it took me a couple years, but like Meggan said, I'm slow and steady too, which is why I think a lot of my coaches are slow and steady. And think about what you'll be doing. You'll probably be hitting Success Club 10 every single month. By the time you're a 2-star, you're probably signing 3 to 4 coaches at least every single month. So imagine signing somebody up when you're 2-star who's doing that. So that's what you'll be doing. Because you'll be, like, I signed myself up is my second business center in December, and I'm hitting Success Club 10. I'm signing coaches. So it's like duplicating yourself under you. So you're getting all that volume of yourself, which is really weird to think about, but it's really pretty cool. Now, I don't know, I think you're asking kind of like, why did they end up doing that? I don't know why they started that whole. I don't know why they started it, but it's pretty cool. And it's where, like if you look at that chart, I think I shared of Meggan Eggleston's income, you can see like when she hit 2-star and opened her second business center, her income exploded. So it's kind of cool. Great question. Anyone else? And don't feel stupid asking, especially if you're a beginner, if you have questions. I'm sure somebody else has them too.
Okay, I'll be the question hog. I have another one. How do you shield against, like, I know we didn't really touch on rank demotion, but let's just say, I'm real now, and then all of a sudden I just have a really bad month, and you lose coaches like on one side, and you have to be balanced, but you can't shift. Like maybe you have 10 coaches on one side, and all of a sudden everybody on the other side quits. Are you just screwed, or?
Sorry, that's fabulous. Katie, do you want to, I could tell my stories.
No, go ahead. You're.
Well, as your upline, I need to teach you how to, you're building your team, and knowing your back office is your best friend. And if you haven't dug in there, I wasn't like, Katie, what do I do? I asked a lot of questions, but you want to go in and know how to see who's going to go inactive and who isn't. And going to, let me see, really quick, my business, and then, sorry, my screen is like super large. My business, my downline, and then looking at all of those boxes, and especially that sponsorship drill down. My business, my downline, and then your sponsorship drill down, so that you know who could possibly go inactive. Now, I will tell you, so that updates every Thursday, right? We all know that. We check Thursday morning what's happening. And, it'll show red as inactive. If possibly by that next Thursday, they might be inactive. So you have 7 days to jump on that. I've told my coaches, you know what, if you're comfortable enough with them, give them a call or shoot them an IM. Say, hey, what's up? Because I turned diamond, and guess what? All of my discount coaches that had ordered Shakeology for seriously 12 months, like 4 of them decided to put it on hold for December. You want to talk about screwed? Talk about scrambling. So Katie and I had an action plan. We knew at least what was going to happen. There's different ways around it, and there is compliance, though. I will say that, and I'm just going to leave it at that. We can talk further, but you really have to balance your legs. Don't get 10 weak coaches on one leg, and then you've got 7 strong on the other. I know that might seem like a lot of coaches right now, but you need to start. The people in your groups, like Christine, I'm like, you need to be a coach, because you coach where you were coaching in our groups, right? So, you put those people where you know that they are going to shine, and then are going to keep up your volume and activity. So, I feel like some of the discount coaches that I really have to talk into and they're kind of like, no, I kind of like Shakeology. You gotta, you can't be relying on them. You need to pad your legs big time. I mean, I know it says 2 emeralds and 3 coaches underneath your diamond. Guess what? It's even more than that underneath. And I'm sure Katie can speak, the diamonds here can speak to that. To have a solid organization, you need padding, so that you don't end up in that situation. But like going back to the inactivity though, I generally get on with coach relations and I find out exactly what's going on with that coach. Is it their business service fee that hasn't gone through that it might go through in a day? Is it their Shakeology that's probably going to hit HD that week? If so, they're going to be fine. So that coach relations person can tell you, oh, it looks like their HD is going through on the 20th and today's the 18th. That's why they're showing inactive. Okay? Or you talk to them and they say, well, I decided to put it on hold for a month. Now you need to get working. Right?
Mm-hmm. Great answer. Who else has a question? Anyone?
Was it helpful? Did you learn anything? Once? No?
I learned lots. I know that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Just like Katie, you don't have to know anything.
What did you say?
I said, you just be like Katie and just throw them on there. It's a party.
Listen, it's some trial and error, that's for sure.
It is.
It definitely is. Yeah.
But I think one thing I did want to say that rank versus volume, I think it's important to know that you can shoot for one goal, like I said, move towards that rank, hit that rank, and then, say, okay, I can kind of back up, take a look at the big picture, look at your volume. How can you maximize where you're at? What's your next step going to be to possibly start bringing in more cycle bonuses? And then you start building again. You could take maybe 2 months and just build volume. If you're happy with, emerald, guess what? You could be cycling. I didn't cycle, I hardly cycled. I'd hit 2 and I'd be like, yes, $28. And, you could be adding, you could just say, okay, do the 2-to-1, weak leg to strong leg. Or you're not okay with just bombing out your weak leg. But think about it. And then you jump back to, okay, I need to make sure I'm balanced. I see some business builders working. I need to make sure my legs are balanced. Like right now, I feel like my legs are pretty well balanced with my business builder, my discounts. But my volume is suffering on that. My 6th volume for today on the week leg. I have some work to do, and it's right there.
Yeah, I think too, this is all really good stuff for you guys to know, and you guys are all different places in your businesses, really different places. There's a ton, there's the whole spectrum on the call. I can see from your faces. And I think you have to give it time and be patient. And if you're willing to do that, I think that, you'll go far and set your goal and get to that goal and then keep going. You know what I mean? Diamond's not a stopping point. You know what I mean? You got to keep going. Same with emerald. Emerald's not a stopping point. You got to keep consistently building. And, Meggan, you might see her, what she showed you guys with her, she really wants to build her week and get her week. And 6 months from now, I can guarantee her paychecks and her volume is going to look a lot different. But, she's patient and she's just keeping building, consistently building and consistently helping her team. And it's going to explode. There's no doubt about it. But you just got to keep plugging along and have faith that the volume will grow. It's just going to be a slow grow. unless you're adding 20 coaches every month which, I know I'm not doing that, then it's going to be a slow grow. And you got to give your coaches time to begin their journey in their business. You know what I mean? Not everyone's going to jump in and start getting successful right away and start adding coaches right away and whatnot. You got to wait and be patient for them to do it. And once they start doing it, that's when you're really going to start taking off. So, any other questions before we wrap up? Meggan, thank you so much for doing this. I can tell you put a lot of hard work into the PowerPoint. So I really appreciate it. It was an awesome call. So everyone have a great night. I'm going to do a prize drawing in a little bit. So I will see you all in the event. And feel free to post questions if you have any.
Yes, definitely. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.